Hegatas ya bugono nang yung maskikkim ito no nang ganagok kinago nang gakkino nang yung maskikkim ani gagina pinedgo ye. Bibat gimin no ya hitte so gimin no ya hitto ge nang gigon gagawat toan.
Everything that's around us comes from the ground. Even the trees in which we use to build our homes are trees that are cut down by something that's made of steel or made of elements that come from the ground. And our people have been miners for long before the Europeans arrived. We use copper as a tool for spear points, for fishing, we've used silver for ornamental use. Now we have to realize that we can continue to work with this industry, to participate in this industry for the benefit of our communities as well.
I'm a Caltan from northern British Columbia, and my elders said to us, we don't think that Degadenatia, who is the creator or God, as people call him, put those rocks on the land just to look at. Everything that was given to us was for a purpose to be used. The only thing is, you have to do it in a right way, they say. In other words, if you're going to mine, you have to do it in a way that doesn't permanently damage the land by poisoning the water or poisoning the air and poisoning the wildlife. And that's the philosophy from the Tahltan people. So, for us to take advantage of those rocks, those pretty rocks as my granddaughters call them, we have to learn to be geologists, we have to learn to be equipment operators, we have to learn to be mill operators, we have to learn to mine.
Respect is also part of the Noront tradition. Like a good neighbor, Noront wants to be mindful of tradition and listen to concerns.
I work as an in-school counselor, and one of the key components I do is, empowering our young people, because they are the future generations. I see the possibility the young kids to prosper, because a new way of thinking is emerging already. The community itself is, an entity.
At every step of the way, Noront engages the communities with conversation and consultation.
That's why we're here, to expand, to learn from each other. And that's what I'm teaching the young kids.
Well, my name is Neil Westall. I'm retained by Noront as an environmental advisor. If you do it properly, mining is a temporary use of the land. You're in there, you find the deposit, you develop it, you reclaim it, you restore it in whatever fashion is required, and then you leave. And then the First Nation or whoever the community is can then continue to enjoy the land. In the meantime, you've got to compensate them for the fact that you're using their land, but you've got to structure it so that they get a net long-term benefit from this whole thing.
Noront understands the breadth of its responsibilities. From the first steps of exploration to the last steps of development, Noront intends to uphold the tradition of trust and conscientious stewardship.
My name is Dion William from Suck Creek Reserve in northern Alberta. I've lived in the community for about 17 years while moving on to pursue a career in baseball and study environmental sciences. We try to include the Aboriginal communities on the very onset of this project, and engaging them from the very beginning helps build trust, honesty, and transparency.
Noront is committed to preserving the environment and traditions of the Ring of Fire.
When people say, what are you doing with the mining company? Well, I'm doing exactly what my ancestors did. I'm making a living off the land. I'm just doing it in a different manner.
In the design of our project, in the conceptual design we've had, our objective is to have a minimum footprint, so when that first mine is complete, we walk away and we don't leave. We leave a site that we will be proud of, and part of our design considered minimum footprints and minimum impacts to all areas of the mine site, plus the access with particular emphasis on the James Bay Lowlands.
I'd like to express my pride in the crew that we have here, both the Noront employees and contractors. In the little over 2 years, which is almost unheard of in a location as remote as this, the contractors and employees, both on site and in Toronto, have done a fantastic job developing this. It's a very difficult situation. This camp is 300 kilometers north of Nikina, and everything has to be flown in. It's there's a lot of low ground, and it's a difficult environment to work at, and they've done a fantastic job developing this.
When we complete our mining activities in the Ring of Fire, when we walk away from that project site, people won't even know we were there.
Noront Esker is one of the best camps I've seen when considering the environment. They're working with the Ministry of Environment, who are here often, and we're following their examples, their suggestions, and this camp is very clean.
Me potti. Ego the surgeon way, and we go on the Madian. Now the game in the one, Saga Congress is not Chigan in the Ziminan.
Viitas voi omaa maamia kaikki hoi nunkun kauan tangat pangavanit taagimat tunan kegon ja omaa maamia ega kaikki muang viipo kauan tangat pan janjan gimagat ega hoi